What's up, guys? And today we are talking about Moon Knight Episode 5. I wasn't sure if I was going to do a video for Episode 5 because I know that there's only one left after this. So I didn't know if I would just do a series review when Episode 6 came out. I just did a video talking about Episodes 1 through 4. But about yesterday, I said, you know what, I'm going to do a review and a discussion, talk about my thoughts on episode 5 because I love the show. I think that it really started to turn into something great once episode 3 came out. Episode 3, I think, really shaped the show up to what it is, and I think you get a lot of answers and more questions, of course, but a lot of answers in episode 3. Episodes 1 and 2, there's a lot of mystery, and that's kind of what they go off of in those two episodes is the mystery aspect of it. But 3 comes around, you get more answers. 4 comes around, you get even more answers, and it was just a lot more compelling. And now 5 comes around. You know, last time we leave where Steven and Marker with each other, and they're walking around this hospital, and you know, it really seems like uh, Mark Spector is the real guy, um, and Steven was totally the one that was made up. Mark was the real assassin, and you really get that in this episode. Spoilers, of course, but yeah, you learn the hippopotamus is this vessel for to transfer you to the afterlife in a sort of way with this Egyptian lore. So I thought that was really cool. The animation on the hippopotamus was fantastic. Whoever voices that hippo, spot on. I love the performance. Uh, but the back and forth between Steven and Mark in this, I mean, Oscar Isaac totally blew it away in this episode, knocked it out of the park. You have these two totally different sides, two totally different characters coming in and talking to each other about their past to sort of balance out this scale, to come back through these gates that would lead them to stop Harrow, Ethan Hawke, and to try to see what happens with Layla. I don't really want to say save Layla because she's very, very strong on her own. But yeah, you get the two of them. Steven just learning all this. Uh, you know, Mark kind of reliving his past, but Steven seeing it for the first time. Uh, you know, the reason Mark created Steven was because of his uh, abusive childhood and dark past. His mother blamed him for the death of his brother, so therefore he had so much guilt and frustration that just to phase all of it out, he created a split personality within himself, and I just think it's so interesting, and I love the writing to this episode. It's so deep. I mean, it's a deep episode, one of the deepest episodes that Marvel's done yet. Totally entertaining, totally compelling, and you see back at the psychiatric hospital that that Mark is staying at. Um, Steven is now the one that kind of pops in and talks to the Doctor Harrow. Ethan Hawke is the psychiatrist. Um, it's all really coming along. We haven't picked up ever since he got shot, though. We don't know what happens with Layla and Harrow in that story. Uh, when Mark was the assassin, we learned that Steven, when he was Steven, he was the one that brought them to the psychiatric ward So how is this going to wrap up? I don't know. He look at the end of the episode. Steven sacrifices himself for Mark, and I think Mark being able to come to terms with his past. The Robin Williams moment. It's not your fault. It's not your fault that you get in this between the two of them, and Steven ultimately sacrificing himself, which was just a gut wrenching moment because you came to. I mean, I've come to love the character. I just think he's the more innocent side of the two, and you understand why. But at the end of the thing, the scales balanced, and it almost looks like Mark was transported to the afterlife, and now Steven is gone. Steven is gone, and it's just Mark now. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I can't wait to see the finale. I'm in love with this show. I want to see what happens with Layla. She better come back. We better continue that story. I mean, what's going on there? Is Layla really? I mean, that version of Layla. I mean, she's not the. I mean, she's like also the doctor or the nurse in the hospital. So I don't know. I want to see how all this wraps up. But love it, love the show, and I think this is another banger of an episode. Episodes 3, 4, and 5 are knockout. 1 and 2, I think, are more of really just set up and mystery. But if you start the show, you get to episode 3, I think you're going to be hooked. I think it's going to hook you like it hooked me. So yeah, guys, comment down below. Are you watching Moon Knight? Hopefully, I just spoiled it for you, so hopefully you are. So you're getting not just me talking about it, but you're actually seeing it for yourself. What do you think about it? Are you excited to see how it wraps up? What do you think is going to happen? I mean, I don't even know what I'm just on the ride. I have no predictions because it's so off the wall and insane. I just love it, and it's become probably my second favorite MCU show. I love Loki. I think that show is incredible. But I do think I like this more than WandaVision. I don't know. We're going to rewatch WandaVision probably started tomorrow. And I am going to do a review for it before Doctor Strange comes out. So, yeah, lot to talk about on the channel. That's been it for me. Thank you so much for watching this, guys. And I'll see you next time. Over and out.